Hello everyone! Today we're going to be creating clay cupcakes. We're going to be using our two techniques that we learned in the last class, which was pinch pot and coiling. We're going to begin with a small lump of clay smaller than your fist, and rolling it into a ball, we'll begin to make our pinch pot. First you do thumbs up, driving your thumb down into the middle of the clay, trying to push it in so that it doesn't come all the way out the bottom. Then we're going to use our open hand to make a pinching motion. Kind of looks like a little crab claw. So you'll pinch and turn and pinch and turn all the way around. As it gets wider, you can fit both thumbs on the inside. Try to make it the same thickness on all sides. And we give it a little press to help flatten the bottom out. This is going to be the base or the wrapper of our cupcake. So we'll set that aside and get another piece of clay and begin to roll out our coils. We talked last time about how our coils are like long snakes, and you want them to be more on the skinny side than on the thick side. As you're rolling them, your fingers are spreading out to help you stretch the clay. When you get one coil done, we're going to use that pinch pot and we're going to start winding it around to make our frosting. So setting that first layer on the edge, and as you start going around the second time, you want it to be a little bit on the inside of that last coil so that your gap is getting smaller and smaller. Now you can see I don't have enough frosting, so I'm going to have to roll out another coil. Not a problem. If you're having trouble with that paper bag, feel free to move that out of the way for the rolling process. When you get the second coil, it's very simple to attach it to the last one. Just overlap them a little bit, and you can kind of rub to smooth them and blend that seam in. It will look like one continuous piece of frosting then. And you'll continue to wind it around. See that opening getting smaller each time you go around in a circle. Once that gap is closed, any extra coil can be trimmed off. Just like that. Okay, now this next part is very important. You will need to pick up your coil, and we have to close those inside seams. We want to smooth them out so that the coil lid is going to stay together as one solid piece. So you want to use one of those plastic knives, and you'll have some water at your table. And using that palette knife, you're just scraping on the inside gently and blending so that way there are no seams. When you're finished, it's going to look something like that, real rough inside. So if you take your fingertips in the water and just smooth it really quick, it's one extra step, but it's going to make a nicer finished project. You won't have any sharp edges. Okay, so we have our lid, we have our base, and we are going to be firing them separately, so it will be a little container for you. You can hold your treasures in it and whatnot. If you have time, you can make some extra decorations, like I'm going to make a real quick cherry. And anytime you're attaching clay, we're going to score it, so roughing it up, using that slip and sticking it on and smoothing the edges. Feel free to add little bits of clay as sprinkles and whatnot. Our last step, just take your knife there, scratch in some lines to show that the cupcake wrapper has a texture on it. You can just do that quickly and go all the way around. You'll write your name on the bottom, and that is your completed cupcake. Nice job.